simple movements that reset your knee in just 5 minutes. If your knees ache when you climb the stairs, or feel stiff in the morning, or simply don't move like they used to, this 5 minute knee reset might be exactly what your body's been missing. These three movements alone has helped me go from constant knee discomfort to feeling strong and stable for the first time in years. And honestly, I wish I'd discovered them a lot sooner because they only take just 5 minutes a day. The first movement in our knee reset is backwards walking. And while it looks incredibly simple, it's actually one of the most powerful movements that you can incorporate today to get healthy knees. Because if you think about how our bodies have evolved to move, we walked on varied terrain, navigated unseen surfaces, and regularly, constantly was challenging our joints from multiple angles. But now most of us pretty much walk the same way, on flat surfaces, in straight lines, day after day. And that's precisely why backwards walking is such an important movement. It flips the switch back on and it reactivates those stabilizer muscles around your knee that have essentially gone dormant just from years of not using it. So start by finding a clear path about 10 to 15 feet long. Stand tall with good posture and begin walking backwards with slow and controlled steps. Focus on gentle heel to toe motion in reverse. Each step should be deliberate and mindful. This isn't about speed at all. So slow down. The key is to really feel how your stabilizer muscles have to work differently when moving backwards. If you need support at first, that's okay. You can always use a wall or a railing. Try to maintain this backwards walking for 1 to 2 minutes. Trust me, it seems like not that long, but that's going to be very powerful for your growth. It's going to immediately increase circulation to your knee, wake up those stabilized muscles, and reduce stiffness that's built up from our forward only movement patterns. When you first start, you might actually feel a little wobbly or uncoordinated. That's actually a good sign. It means that you're challenging systems that haven't been engaged in a long time. Now that we warmed up those knee stabilizers with backwards walking, it's time to do something that most people avoid completely, even though your knees desperately need it. Next up is the ATG split squat. And this movement solves a huge issue that's silently making people's knees deteriorate without them even realizing it. You see, when you think about it, we rarely train our knees to its full range of motion. We're told to never let the knees go past the toes or to avoid deep knee bending. But the research clearly shows that controlled, progressive loading through full range of motion is exactly what builds healthy and resilient knees. That's why the ATG split squat is a valuable movement. It restores natural knee function while training something most exercises completely miss: the ability to handle load in a flex position. So start by standing next to a wall or chair if support is needed. Step 1 foot forward and one back in a split stance. From here, slowly begin to lower into a shallow lunge position. Allow your front knee to glide forward past your toes slightly. The key here is to start with a shallow range of motion and only go as far as comfortable. You will notice that this position requires engagement through the quads and stabilizers. Begin with 10 ATG split squats. As you get more comfortable, you can gradually increase your depth or range. But I want you to remember, this is not about going deep quickly. Quality and control matters a lot more than depth here. If you feel any tension or pain, simply reduce your range and focus on smooth, controlled movement. Over time, you'll find your knees become a lot more comfortable with the movement pattern. Our final movement might look a little unusual, but work with me. It addresses a critical aspect of knee health that most rehabilitation programs completely overlook. You see, your knees don't exist in isolation. They're caught in the middle between the hips and the ankles. And often they suffer because of tension in muscles above and below them. Particularly, tight hamstrings and calves can put a tremendous amount of strain on your knee. That's why the elephant walk is such a powerful movement for knee health. It releases tension in your posterior chain, while at the same time teaching your body how to move in a coordinated and fluid way. So stand with your feet hip width apart, then fold forward and reach your hands to the floor, grabbing your ankles or your feet if possible. If you can't reach all the way down, just go to what's comfortable or use a wall or a bench for support. In this folded position, begin walking by bending one knee while straightening the other. Then alternate back and forth. Move slowly and rhythmically, allowing your chest to stay relaxed. Try to complete 5 elephant walks on each side, focusing on quality over quantity. This one movement will open up your calves and hamstrings, restore posterior chain flexibility, and balance the tension that's pulling on your knees from behind. If the movement is too challenging at first, modify by putting your hands on your shins instead of your ankles, or even placing them on a stool, just like I said earlier, a wall or a bench. So let's quickly bring all this together. Backward walking reactivates dormant knee stabilizers and improves circulation to the joint. ATG split squats restores natural knee function and strengthens the supporting muscles through a functional range of motion. And elephant walks release tension in the posterior chain that's silently pulling on your knees and causing problems. Here's how to put them to work. Do this simple 5-minute flow daily. Start with 1 to 2 minutes of backwards walking. You can do this on the treadmill or outside. Then perform 10 ATG split squats on each leg. Finish with 5 elephant walks. That's it. Even just one session can make a noticeable difference in just how your knee feels. And while these movements will challenge you, remember it's more about reconnecting with your body than pushing yourself to exhaustion. For best results, I recommend following this knee reset with a 10-minute walk to integrate the changes that you have made. Set a timer on your phone. Consistency with these simple movements will yield far better results than occasional longer sessions. If you really want to transform your knee health though, I've created a 7-day challenge with a printable tracking sheet that you can download in the description below. There's also a follow-along video if you prefer to do these movements with me. So you got your boy with you every day. Now, if you found this video, please like, subscribe for more practical movement solutions. Move well, and I'll see y'all in the next one.